Yo, what's good everybody? I'm Blitz5 and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the announcements made by PUBG at E3. So if you haven't seen this video, or even if you had, I'm going to go through a breakdown of all the stuff they went through. This year's E3 was amazing. I could talk about it forever, but I want to jump in and just strictly talk about PUBG. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around for this video. As always with my page, I play PUBG on Xbox, but I also own it on PC, and most of the updates and stuff I'm going to be talking about are focused on Xbox, but you can't really talk about Xbox with talking about PC because it's all coming down the pipeline. It happens on PC first and then comes to Xbox. So if you play on either platform, or even if you're not a fan of PUBG, definitely give this a listen to because I think you might be enticed to come try this out despite some of the issues. There's a good future planned out for PUBG. So like I said, let's get right into this. So right now, there's two public maps on PC and Xbox. We have Erangel, which is the regular forest map, and then the desert map Miramar. And on PC, they've been testing out the smaller map codenamed Savage, officially announced as Sandhawk or Sandhook. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. And this finally has a release date of June 22nd on the PC. So that's 11 days ahead of time, so basically 10 days from the time I'm recording this video. And then Xbox just has a slated release date of summer 2018. And why this is disappointing, the next point here I think is exciting because there's always a big lag time from the original game to the other consoles, right? Or when someone has like exclusive rights to the game first, which is kind of like PC. That's what it was made for. Xbox has kind of been the redhead stepchild of this game. But then they went on to release, which was a huge deal. Nobody saw this coming, that there's a snow map heading to the game in winter 2018, and they slated that originally, or as of now, for both PC and Xbox. So Miramar came to Xbox way later. If, say, the Sandhook, the codename Savage map comes in July, we're talking maybe like a month after. That's kind of making the release date more narrow in between PC and Xbox. And then if the winter map were to come out at the same time on both console and PC, this would be groundbreaking for all the Xbox players like myself, because then we would be recognized as kind of being treated equally to PC, which to me, if the game is on both platforms, it should be treated equally. We should be getting updates at the same exact time and not just having to watch PC players play the best and most optimized version of the game. So if they're leading towards this way where the release dates and updates are converging to be like synchronized together, then this would be amazing. And from everything I've read online, the PUBG Bluehole Corporation team is hiring a lot more developers for Xbox. So I really hope that this is the case and that this game starts to head in that direction and that we can look forward to kind of all the information being the same, because it's really annoying now when they have to update something just for PC. They have PC patches, Xbox patches, everything is mistimed and there's like misinformation, and things get kind of confusing when they do it that way. So that's the big news so far. Like the first big news is that there's going to be a fourth map in this game, and one of the cool things, they only showed the snow, but there was actually footprints in the snow. So if they're going to have an engine of the capability to have footprints in the snow and they stay there for a certain amount of time and you can track people, I feel like that's going to add a whole nother environment and dynamic into the game, which is going to be amazing. And right now on Xbox, we haven't experienced this yet, but on PC, they've had different weather, it rains, it changes throughout the game, dynamic weather. That kind of stuff to me is also incredible. So if they could do this eventually with snow, I mean, this is a big ask on Xbox because the game barely plays right now, which is no weather. But the future of this game to me has so much in store. That's why I stick around. It's so much fun. The future is incredible, even though the game right now is broken. So footprints, that's a huge thing coming to the game, at least on the snow map, and that'd be really cool if you could try to track somebody down while you're entering into the final circle, see where they went. I mean, the gameplay behind that would be amazing, making false footprints leading somewhere else, and then you're across the other way because you crawled or you did something weird with your teammates and made like a fake path. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, and I'm sure we'll see those videos online next year after people do that stuff. But then they released an awesome trailer. You know, they had an awesome trailer released to show all this stuff. It was almost 2 minutes long, going through the game, showing the maps and footage. Obviously, the footage on there looked incredible, not like what it is in the real game. And they were showing some stuff. They talked about the war mode, which I've been doing some research on this. The original war mode was kind of just like a a battle royale in the condensed area of the map where you had multiple lives and kills counted as more points, and they kind of just tallied up like what team had the most points. People were broken down into different teams. One of the recent modes were teams of 10, where I think everybody was just giving a sniper rifle and a pistol, and you were instantly knocked. Like, I mean, instantly killed. There was no knocking. So it was kind of to promote like pistol and sniper gameplay, and that when you snipe someone, they actually died. So it looks like they're testing out a lot of different these event modes, they're calling them. They did some kind of like Tequila Sunrise game mode that was on Miramar, where you only have access to shotgun and melee weapons, which is really cool. So there's a lot of stuff to look forward to, all these different modes. It seems like they have a lot of ideas and they just need time implementing them and uploading and updating them into the game. So there's definitely a lot of stuff in store for this game on both PC and Xbox, and none of this stuff has come to the Xbox so far. So if you're getting bored of maybe just a regular game, stick around. A lot of this stuff is coming in. And then also what we saw, a big thing that they're promoting online in the video is a new weapon that is a ballistic shield coming into the game. And I read that this is taking up a primary weapon slot, and it's just like any game, say like one of the Rainbow Six Vegas games or Siege, where you can hold the ballistic shield and run in front of your team, take damage, not die. You can maybe enter a building that way. And then obviously everybody, including myself, is curious to whether or not you can hold a pistol in this. And even though it says it takes up a primary weapon slot, in one of the scenes it shows the character holding a pistol and shooting, but the ballistic shield is kind of off to the side, so it's hard to tell whether the ballistic shield is usable when you have the pistol out. But then in the next scene, I don't know how many people noticed this, the ballistic shield is in front of the guy and he is running with a vector, and he's shooting the vector as the shield is up. So there might be a way to do that. And what's interesting is, I don't know if you guys noticed this before, but other than the vector being extremely strong, which we found out in my weapon guide video that I posted last week, link in the description box below, the vector can also be used when you're on like the back of a motorcycle, which is only intended for like pistols and small weapons, right? So the vector counts as one of those. So the same might apply to having the ballistic shield. So in that case, if you have a ballistic shield and like a vector with an extended mag, which is one of the fastest time to kill guns in the game, you are going to be stacked entering a small building, spraying and praying. You're going to be able to take down people extremely fast, and I feel like that will be a very desirable weapon, especially when you're in close quarter combat. Because out in the field, it's great to have the ballistic shield, but you're not going to be able to do much with that firing back. You're just going to be standing there, and I'm sure the ballistic shield will have some kind of health meter, like a level 3 military vest, or something probably more than that, but I'm sure it won't just be have like infinite health. And then something else I noticed that wasn't announced in any of the official PUBG forums or on the website, but when you watch the trailer, it looks like people are shooting rocket launchers at some point, or some kind of flare into the air. And then in another scene, it looks like someone's just throwing like a grenade or a Molotov cocktail that has a fire stream. But if you go back and look at the other portion of the trailer, it doesn't seem to be like these are Molotov cocktails by at least the speed, the velocity of the projectile and the trajectory. One's going like straight up in the air, and one is coming towards the ground and then curves like a rocket would. So it seems like, at least maybe on the new map on Savage, I haven't played this on PC, that there's some kind of grenade launcher or rocket launcher that's going to be into the game. And I feel like this would be awesome, especially with like vehicles, but it could be really overpowered really quickly. So hopefully there's some kind of management behind that, or maybe it's only available in a crate. And I guess I'm kind of just speculating here because I haven't seen any proof behind this, but it looks like there's some sort of rocket launcher, as I'm just restating myself, that's going to be in the game. And who knows what other weapons will be coming in the future. So anyways, this was a pleasant surprise that there was more information, even more information after all of the videos that I've made. I've made so many update videos in the past 2 weeks. They have even more in store, stuff that I was surprised by. And now it just needs, well, now it is PUBG. Now they just need to perform all this stuff, develop it all, make it more playable on the Xbox, and I think they're going in the right direction, but they just need to really execute. That's the word I'm looking for. They really need to execute on this plan and try to survive the Battle Royale genre, because they got some heavy hitters coming. Battlefield 5 announced the Battle Royale. We got Call of Duty Blackout this fall, which I keep calling hashtag Fight for the Fall, is going to be one of the biggest falls, I think, in gaming recent history, because the battle from the traditional games to Royale to all the big games are coming out this fall, including Red Dead Redemption. So many things are happening. Even the Halo series coming back. The FPS genre is flooded with games. So much going on. So it's going to be a big battle to see who lives. And then, of course, we got H1Z1 coming on PlayStation, giving kind of even more competition. And then adding to the competition between Xbox and PlayStation. It's just all bubbling up. And I'd definitely like to make another video about that. But because this is just about PUBG, I'll end it here. Let me know what you guys think about the announcement trailer. I'll also link that down in the description box below if you did not see it. And yeah, as always, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Blitz5, and enjoy your day, guys. Later, dudes.